this is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Houston Cougars and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Might be calling a hot route. The give from the gun. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Let's talk for a second about NC State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Caught. Can't get him to me. And another broken tackle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Scott. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. The screen, and watch out. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Finding, might have a chance. He gets awfully close to the first down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short.
Well, this offense is one of the 25 best in the nation on 3rd down. That time they try to run it, but give the defense credit. Physical at the point of attack, they're able to get the stop, now setting up 4th.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Scott. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Wants to adjust the pattern. A designed run for the quarterback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And what a decision to go for it on 4th down, and it pays off running the football, David. We knew coming into this one, they knew they had to be aggressive, right? They were going to have to identify the opportunities early in this football game to just put the pedal to the metal to try and make good things happen early, and that's exactly what happens here. Down in the red zone, in this area of the field, running the football, showing their physicality, and moving the sticks.
Well, especially if you want to pull the upset. You know this is a good football team, right? Like, you're not going to settle for threes consistently and win the game. So setting the tone, showing they're going to be aggressive, and getting it even more so gives kids confidence and get that blood flowing.
Now adjusting. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Drake. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Quarterback adapted. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. After run, now throw. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Young. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Here comes the heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of the rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Looking for space, it's Scott. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Bailey. On target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State going up tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
In the red area, it's Scott. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. It's straight. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They're working that left side, and they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's complete.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Scott. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use it.
Maybe a crease. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, NC State.
Yeah, Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason, an injury this early in the year. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Pressure coming, going over the top, and they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense